Hi, welcome to another episode of Fleming's Forum. I'm Sean Fleming, assistant principal at Nauset High School, and today we are going to discuss driver's ed, the process of getting your license, and some summer jobs. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our panel today. Actually, they're going to introduce themselves, starting with Georgia.
Hi, I'm Georgia Benz. I'm a junior and I'm from Orleans.
Hi, I'm Dan Campbell. I'm a senior here and I live in Brewster.
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm a senior and I'm from Provincetown.
My name is Mason Swift and I am from Sandwich and I'm a senior.
Perfect. Great. Thanks, guys. Driver's ed. You all took it? Did you all take it here at school?
Yeah.
I did not.
Okay, Mason, where did you take yours?
I took mine in Hyannis.
Okay, like one of those.
I was professional driving school.
I've seen those. Yeah, okay, good.
He's too good for the school one.
Right.
Fine,
So I think, you know what, Mason's going to add a little different spin to ours because you guys all took it through our school's driver's ed and he took it privately. How long do you guys have that class for?
It's 2 weeks,
Yes,
right?
2
I
weeks.
think it was 2 weeks.
I had mine for a week in the summer.
Oh, a week in the summer, so you just, okay, good. And did you guys, because you all have your license now, do you think it prepared you for driving? I mean,
Yeah.
was it worth the hours that you put into it?
I mean, like, I think the permit test more than the actual driving, because I think that's what it prepares you for. But I think, yeah, I did a good job. It's really long, though.
The best part of the driver's ed was the actual driving time. I thought with the instructor, because then you're actually like behind a wheel, but the hours in the classroom weren't as productive as the actual driving itself.
A lot of videos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff like you already know, like common sense.
Yeah.
So like it's just kind of reinforcing that.
Yeah, I heard the 10 and 2 thing's out now.
It's 9 and 3.
9
9 and 3? Okay.
12.
I still attended.
It's never 12.
I'm going to tell your instructor.
Yikes.
Now, did you guys pass your permit test on the first run?
I didn't.
didn't?
I failed my first time.
Okay. And what did, Mason, go back. I don't want to rub it in, but.
Let's rub it in.
yeah, okay, well, Mason,
And wants
since,
it.
since you failed, it's okay. What did you have to get, like an 80 or is it?
I think you have to get 17 out of the 25. I got the last one wrong, so I failed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can remember going back a couple of years when I got mine. You went to Hyannis and it was a 10 question. I think you had 10. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
and-
25, I think.
Yeah, and then 10 questions and you needed to get an 80, so you can only get 2 wrong.
Oh, so that's hard.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
I
an
was the
18 out of
opposite.
25 and I passed.
I passed by like 1, and it was the last one. I was sitting there like sweating, like, because I just happened to get like a really hard permit test.
Sure.
My brother, I was sitting next to him, and his question was like, "What shape is a stop sign?" And I was like, "Seriously?" Like,
And you're
Christine,
like,
were you cheating or just,
I was
No, but-
nervous. Of course I was. No.
do you take it? Is it computer based?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ours was
So we were just in a small room. There was like 6 computers, and I just happened to sit next to him.
gotcha. And you just happened to try to see if his questions were the same as yours.
Just curious.
Okay. Yeah, we made a note of that. All right, so you guys, you told me how hard it is. Now the driver's test. So you get your permit at 16. At 16 and a half, well, at 16 and a half, you can go for your driver's test. But before that, you go to your driving. And you did your driving here at school.
yeah, driving time.
Who'd you have?
I had Mr. LaBranche.
I had Mr. Leary.
I had Mr. Leary too.
Okay, and you had somebody in
I don't
Hyannis.
remember who I had.
That's okay. So you drove when you were 16 because you had your permit, because you passed that test, so you're driving, and you did some how many hours?
With my
40
Couldn't tell you.
around there.
You're
It's like
supposed to do a certain amount with your
no, it's,
parents.
oh yeah, 40 with your parents,
Okay.
and then
You
something with
also
your
had to do
driver.
observing hours where you
Oh,
had
yeah.
to sit
Yeah.
and somebody else drove, which got a little scary if they weren't a good driver.
I was the worst driver. Like I didn't really do a lot of time with my parents, and so when I did like actually get behind the wheel, my first run with Mr. Leary was like such a mess. I remember like pulling into the rotary and not knowing what to do. And so I was like, I just kept going and I didn't yield. And the person who like literally hit the brakes so hard, and I was like, oh my god,
was
this
weird
is
when
the start of like a mess.
When they would hit the brakes for you instead
Yeah.
of you hitting the
Oh,
brakes
Oh yeah, that was
yourself.
really weird.
Now, I mean, it's got to be scary. Like you said, observing. It's got to be scary for Mrs. LaBranche, Mr. LaBranche, all those,
They're putting their lives on the line every
Yeah,
day.
Why would they do that?
especially at the beginning. I think I would go down the road by the beaches first,
Yeah.
ease you into the rotary.
Yeah, I think I mean, I had a little bit of time with my mom, but I think he was like, "Oh, she's smart. She'll know how to do this." And like, I was like, "No, I do not know what I'm doing. I'm sorry."
All right. Well, you got better,
A
All
little
right.
bit.
And then I know this is a tough question for some of you here.
Oh my.
The driver's test down at the Department of Motor Vehicles. Georgia, how'd you do?
Okay. I failed twice, both with fail Gale. I failed
Oh.
50-foot backup both times because I kept getting too close to the curb or too far away from the curb. And then I went to Plymouth the third time and passed.
And did they make you do the same tricks up there?
Yeah, but the guy was a lot nicer and I don't know, it just seemed like a lot calmer atmosphere. I think fail Gale has like this, I don't know, like atmosphere about it that makes me nervous.
Just generates some
Yeah.
anxiety
Yeah,
with the
definitely.
students? Oh, that's too bad. Did you pass, Dan?
I wasn't allowed in the vehicle my first time because
Too tall?
my permit, no, my permit had a like a little smear on it.
Yep.
So Gail wouldn't even let me behind the wheel.
Oh.
And then the second time I went and I passed it, and then what really made me angry was the kid behind me had a hole in his permit, and she let him go right after me, despite like I didn't.
gaping
Mine was so much
hole,
better,
yeah.
and she let him go, and I was pretty upset. But I got my license.
Yeah, you got your license.
Doesn't really care. It
Boy,
was all right.
Gail's pretty popular.
Not a big Gail
I
fan.
had, yeah, I had Gail
She's
too.
not.
It was
She
a
like
mess.
the
She's a
way she
terrible person.
looks is not how you would expect her to look. Like she doesn't look as scary.
She looks really sweet.
Yeah, she looks
like
really
a nice,
nice.
like yeah.
And then she's like, "You are a terrible driver. Work on that."
You're going to kill everyone on the road.
She's like, "You did everything
And she
wrong."
says it so calmly.
Mason,
You get
aren't you
super
glad you
freaked
didn't
out.
go that? Did you go with her?
Oh, I went with Gail.
Oh, you did?
I passed the first time.
Oh,
She was so nice to me.
Yeah, we-
Boys, I swear.
oh, that's great for you, Mason.
Yeah, I know.
Now, Christine, did you pass the first time?
I passed the first time with a concussion. so
Georgia.
it was such
you know what? Okay, the 50-foot backup was hard.
50-foot backup is hard. I think it's hard
Well,
for me, and I've been
my car
driving a
now
while.
has a backup camera, and if it didn't have that, I would have gotten into like backed up into so many things.
Yeah, but my car has a backup camera, and that is very
I just gotta
weird.
go. For
I
it.
think the
I'm like-
Thank
camera's
God
harder.
the backup
Dinosaur.
camera.
harder. I
I
I
agree.
thought
the
my
camera,
uncle's
yeah.
backup camera, so when you turned on the car, there was like a little dinosaur there, and it was pretty funny. It was awesome.
I am learning a lot. All right. My daughter just got done with the driver's ed. She passed that class part, and then she's getting her permit now and all that sort of thing. What do you have for advice for those kids coming through? There was a ton of them, 46 kids in that class last time.
I think the main thing is just to like be confident behind the wheel. I think a lot of my anxiety that came from being on my permit and like going through those two tests was I wasn't confident about my driving ability. And once I got my license, I immediately became like way more confident. Like I have the right to be on the road. So I think it's like just make sure that you don't freak out, because if you freak out, you could cause like
Yeah.
be in more trouble than.
I mean, Dan, I think your advice would be let's take care of the permit.
Keep the permit in mint condition.
Yeah, maybe it's
Frame it.
laminated.
Oh yeah,
Laminated.
don't let anything happen to that permit.
Okay.
Fucking with it on like a
Yep.
frame.
Is there any way? I mean, you guys all seem to get Gail. Is there any way to avoid Gail? Is there
Right.
a,
Yes.
Go to
Don't go to
don't go to
Yarmouth.
Yarmouth.
is there a Susie or a
it's
Tommy
Saturday,
or something
Saturday.
you can go to?
She's the only one at Yarmouth.
Yeah,
so
Saturday's a
don't go
good
there.
day to go.
Oh, really? Saturday?
Saturday, but I had
Because
her.
even if you have her, it's like overtime supposedly, so supposedly she's happier.
No, she flies through kids. It was intense. Like
Okay, good.
mine
The
probably
test
took
itself
like
is
3 minutes
yeah.
tops.
Excellent.
It
And
was insane.
you went to Plymouth. Is that just you can go to the DMV anywhere?
Well, I did it through AAA both times,
Yep.
or 3 times. And so,
Throw stones around.
yeah, whatever. Okay, it happens. So when I went through AAA, it was you go beforehand. You do like they say like they do a run of the test, but they really don't. They just kind of like take you into another place
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, you have to do this and this and this. And like I did fine on those, but then when I got to the time of the test, I just kind of whatever. But I did the same thing in Plymouth. I did the AAA, and then I went around, and then the woman was like, she had known me from the past 2 times, so we were very comfortable with each other. And she was like, what do you need to work on? So we worked on the 50-foot backup, and then I did that, and she gave me like tips and tricks for the 50-foot backup, and then I passed, and it was fine.
You're good friends now.
Yeah, we're really tight. Her name's Katie. She's really nice.
So I'm thinking Katie's might be the one.
Katie's
Yeah.
your girl.
Go to Katie, not Gail.
Okay,
No,
good.
no.
All right, that's the greatest advice I have for all the underclassmen. All right, you guys have got to explain this to me and students and anybody out there in Nauset land, the JOL. We didn't have a JOL when we were growing up. We just kind of, and I think from what I know about the JOL, I kind of like it. You guys might not like it, but they just gave us a license and said, here, go for it. And you could drive whenever you want with who, whatever.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of afraid of you like killing all of your friends because this is like the first time that you're really driving and you're getting used to it. Like in my first 6 months, I know I can think of like all the mistakes I made. And like if I had a bunch of friends in the car, like how much worse they could have been.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's still like such a pain. Like if I'm driving people to sports, it's so much more helpful if I can just like take them and go instead of having to be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm on my JOL. Because my parents were like super strict about it. Like
Right.
just siblings, but
And I say, the JOL, it stinks for you if you need to take someone home for practice or something.
yeah.
But when you first get it, like we had that snow a couple months. We didn't have much snow, but that one snow where we
And if you're
stayed in
new on the
school-
road,
That
yeah.
Friday.
yeah, and there's
That was scary.
and it's
driving
not your
home.
fault. You guys just started driving, within 6 months or a year or whatever, and you might not have hit those storms last year.
Your
and-
first time on ice.
yeah,
was,
going
like,
home from school.
skidding, just
Yeah, there was a
flying.
couple of kids that I know
Yeah,
ended
lap-
up
Taking a turn and just
Ford Hill doing
Yeah.
Oh,
spins.
This
Right,
was my
yeah.
first winter, and I was like sideways on the East Ham Road.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
scary.
I saw him.
Yeah, he
I
was
was
behind me.
behind him. I was nervous.
Yeah, and it's like you can't stress it enough. Just take your feet off the gas,
Yeah.
and don't jam on the brakes because you're
It's not
just
gonna help.
It's
Yeah.
not
Gotta
gonna
ride
help.
it out.
Just slow down as fast as you can
I hope that everyone moves
without
out of the way.
without freaking out too. Yeah, no, it's the JOL. I think it's a good thing until you get, because you guys are getting better. You say at driving every day, I would assume,
Yeah.
and it's not that. I mean, it's a deadly machine. They tell you that in the class, I'm sure. All right, there's a new law coming out, which I think is going to go through pretty easily. I know you guys can't use handheld devices, right?
No.
At your age,
Under 18, you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
right? And then this law is going to be for everyone, which a lot of states are going through with that. What do you think of that?
I mean, I think it's good. It's definitely going to be way safer if you have the ability to like hook it up through your
Bluetooth?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice.
I think a lot of cars are becoming Bluetooth too.
Yeah.
So that makes it easier.
Yeah. Unfortunately, mine's not.
I'm the
But
same.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like the law because then like we
I
wouldn't be
know.
allowed to use the phone ever and change a song or make a call. I think
know.
It's convenient.
but it's tough for me, like getting text messages all the time, and you guys are
Hey,
getting them a lot more.
Shouldn't be texting while driving.
No, I know. I agree. But it's hard,
Definitely.
and you know what it is? It's
Especially if it's like urgent and then you need to respond within like minutes.
I know, but
It kills
guess
you.
what? Most
It's not worth it.
I
like-
know, but it's hard to tell me that because I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Not of texting and driving, but my daughter just even looking to see who calls. That will get me yelled at, which it should because I'm not looking at the road.
Yeah.
And typically, it just upsets me when someone texts me, and then they'll be like, they'll write, "Dude, why aren't you getting back to me?" Within 30 seconds, I'm like, you want to yell into the phone? I'm driving. I wish there was something where you can call me. If I had Bluetooth, I'd do it. I don't know. It's a good law. It's inconvenient law, but it's a good law
Make the roads
because
safer.
it is.
Yeah.
And I know two people that have died, a former student and a former staff member, texting and driving. So it's like, it's not, you guys have had your phone in your hand, haven't you? And you'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, like swerve a little bit.
Right, you didn't, you're definitely not doing the right thing. Yes, I've been guilty of that, and I don't want to hurt myself or anybody else. So I've been a lot better. I would say I'm really good at it now.
Oh,
And I think you guys should too. All right, here's a question. You guys have your cars, or do you borrow mom and dad's car?
I don't have a car. I
Okay.
borrow.
You borrow?
I have my own. But I kind of got it from my sister because like she started driving.
Yep.
And so she bought the car and then I was like, oh, like you're in college now. You
And
left
she
your
doesn't
car.
take the car to college?
No, she
Similar-
doesn't.
Similar to George's situation.
Yeah, my sister doesn't have a car at school, so I can use it now.
And then you guys share in the summer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's
it dep-
painful.
yeah.
I know. I would assume there's some battles going on right there.
We have like a little Saab that we can take out in the summer though, so one of us has to get stuck with the really bad car.
Times are tough at
Yeah.
Stuck with the saw.
It's like I have a saw. The dinosaurs, when it was built, it was bad. But it's
Yeah,
okay.
mine's a 99, so it's like creaking as I'm rolling down the road.
Dan, what do you do?
My well, we have 2 cars, and my dad and I sort of like switch back and forth
Yeah.
of which ones we drive. So it's sort of mine, but not really in my name, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. You have a car to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, and you're helping your dad out.
And I didn't have to
shuffling
pay
your
for it,
brothers
which was
around.
even better. So.
Yeah, that's good. And you you guys play taxi with your siblings?
Oh, I'm the taxi.
That's yeah. I figured.
That's what you gotta do as
Dan,
an
you're
older
definitely
brother.
the taxi.
Yeah, and then you help your parents out. All right, now. Oh, who drives the coolest car at Nauset? I know. There's a couple of good ones.
Tony has a good
Tony-
Mustang.
Nah, that's
Tony
gone.
his.
No, the Mustang is
Yeah.
gone.
Mustang is gone
Yeah,
now.
I knew that, but I
he
didn't
drove a
believe that.
Buick. He drives,
He drives the old school Buick,
Yeah, he
which
drives
is,
the
in
old
my
Buick.
opinion, is way more comfortable than the Mustang.
Oh,
As
I
a tall
totally
person,
agree.
everything falls out of the pockets, and the Buick, it's like a couch. So I'm a big fan of the Buick over the
All right, so
Mustang.
Tony,
I think Mike has a Mustang.
He thinks he has the
He
coolest
thinks
car.
he has a cool
Mike
car.
loves his car.
I guess if Mike was sitting here, he'd say, I have the coolest
Well, he
car.
like bought it himself,
I'm
so
up
he's
to
like
it.
really proud of it.
Yeah.
Well, he works hard.
He does. Arnold's works really hard.
He does.
Promo.
Yeah.
Arnold's.
Yeah, no, okay, so we're thinking Tony with the sweet Buick or Mike Newton's sweet Mustang.
Very cool.
And you got the rednecks with the trucks.
trucks.
Oh, yeah.
The truck squad is
I
always.
like the truck squad. Yeah. All right. So we got a lot of nice cars. You don't like my Tacoma? All right. Summer jobs. Let's talk about those summer jobs. We talked about Mike Newton's summer job. Where do you guys work?
I work at Emac and Bolio's in Orleans.
I got a Cape Cod National Golf Club down in Brewster.
Of course you do.
Of course.
Do you get on free?
Oh yeah.
You would anyways. I know. Okay. That's not fair. All right.
Yeah, I work for my parents. They own a schooner in Provincetown, so they like take people on trips like throughout the bay. And so I'm sitting in the ticket booth trying to sell tickets all summer and getting sunburned.
But no, that's fun.
It's fun to an extent, but
People
then
watch.
people watch is so much fun.
I know. Of course.
The amount of people I've had to like babysit. Like,
Yes. Yes. No.
it's
and
interesting, but
it's never dull there.
no, never.
No, P-Town's great. All right, Mason, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sandwich?
I'm working at a summer camp this summer.
down.
Oh.
You're down.
Marston Mills area.
Oh, okay. Is it basic camp or is it?
It's just basic camp with kids.
But that's good.
Don't
Yeah.
send your children there. Mason
Yeah.
wants them.
Okay, he's a
Watch
bad-
out.
All right, we're gonna make a note of that. All right, how many hours do you guys work? How much do you work a week?
I work about 5 to 6 days a week. I don't know how many hours. It like changes whether I'm on
Yeah.
the day shift or the night shift, and sometimes I open, sometimes I close, sometimes I work alone. It's just,
Oof.
yeah.
My hours vary a lot because I do some shifts with the actually working, and then I caddy a lot as well. So
Yep.
it
Yeah.
sort of depends on whenever I feel like working, I guess.
All right, you're at Cape Cod National. That's not your
Awesome.
average golf course. It's very nice.
Yeah. it's
How
high-end
are
course.
the tips with the caddying?
Very nice.
Yeah, 'cause some of
I
those.
can make I'll make a lot of money in some weekends. Especially the tournaments are the best. In the
Yep.
tournaments, if you have the same guy for like 3 days in a row, and then they'll pay you at the end of the weekend,
yeah.
and you make a lot of money. It's
Right.
It's great.
And you help them out.
Yeah, I'm one of the top caddies there. I'll be
Oh,
honest. I'm a green bib.
That's good. No, because you
Yeah.
need. I mean, that's your job as a caddy is to give these
Yeah,
guys might not be
you can-
familiar with the course.
And it's great too because, like you said, I get to play out there a lot, so
Yeah.
I know the course more than I probably have played Cape Cod National almost as much as anyone ever.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice because I know the course well, so I can give advice and stuff. And
they must be saying, Dan Campbell, is he available today?
absolutely, everyone is.
Good. That's great. All right. So, what do you work a week? Yeah, I mean, you say you're there all the time, but I mean,
I'm there all the time, but like when I was younger, I used to work like 60 hours a week because I was like multiple jobs, like running back and forth trying to make money because I went on the Costa Rica trip and had to pay for that.
Yep.
But now I work like 30 hours a week or like somewhere in there, 30,
So,
40.
guess what,
So it's
folks?
like the beach.
that's not really all the time. Christine. You know what I mean?
I used to. I've
Okay.
given up on it.
Can we
Beach work.
promo to your parents' company? What's the name of the schooner?
Schooner Bay Lady 2 in Provincetown, Massachusetts. Like,
All right. How
the
long
one
were you at the
person
camp,
out there
Mason?
watching.
They got you at the camp.
It's just Monday through Friday, I think, this year.
Okay, sculpting the lives of young
Young minds.
I mean, Dan's
Helping
not
out the
gonna
little
be a
kids.
referral.
I could have Dan's little brother come to the camp.
We would be scarred.
Scarred for life.
Scarred for life. Like the kids at Nauset, what is the best job out there? Like that everybody wants to get, but sometimes it's tough getting in, or they're not hiring, or is there a good job like maybe down at the beach at Nauset?
I mean, lifeguard, like
yeah, lifeguard at
lifeguarding,
Nauset
you get to
Beach.
sit on the beach, so like.
Yeah.
I get a lot of caddy requests.
You
make,
do?
Make cash. You pick your hours. It's
Yeah.
tough to beat.
Is there a waiting list to get in there?
Sort of. They used to let anyone caddy, but they're becoming a little more selective now.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends. I
Got to
guess.
have a little knowledge.
Yeah, like you can't be too bad at it, or they'll kick you out.
Maybe I should jump in there. But I'm at Arnold's, you know.
Right on.
Yes. Yeah. With
You'd have
Mike
to start
Newton.
below me, of course. Mr. Fun.
That's true.
Yeah, give that up.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of jobs, you guys all have jobs, but the guidance department, Mr. White, made sure I had to say this. There's a job fair here at Nauset High School, Thursday, the 28th of March, from 3 to 5 in the cafeteria. If you're looking for a job, there'll be people there that are going to be hiring for the season. So the 28th of March, right here at Nauset High School, 3 to 5 in the cafeteria.
Nauset High School approves this message.
Yes, yeah, that's
Thumbs up.
Yep. And then, all right, it's St. Patrick's Day. Thumbs up or thumbs down to the corned beef and cabbage?
I mean,
I'm a
I remember
thumbs
last
up.
time I had it.
Pretty much anything. So
You're in between, and then you guys
I'm
will
in
do thumbs
between.
up.
Yes,
we're thumbs up.
it's a
Yeah.
thumbs up.
All right, good. All right.
I don't
You-
like
what do we got?
cabbage though.
What's that?
I don't like cabbage though. Corned beef though is like,
Okay.
I'm down.
All right. You get-
Wrecks me.
Yeah, all right.
My
Good.
mom bought like 11 packages of it from the store, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "We gotta stock up," and I'm like, "No one's home. They're all at college. Like, what are you doing?"
But you're going to have plenty.
True.
Yep. All right, so boiled dinner tonight. All right, I'm not having it. It's okay. NCAA tournament, basketball.
Oh,
I
yes.
know. Yes,
The
Christine.
brackets.
All right, so I filled out a bracket for fun, of course. For
Okay.
fun.
What'd you pick?
Who'd you pick?
Well, that's the big question. I went with the Spartans.
You went with the Spartans.
Michigan State. Georgia, did you participate, or are you just going to enjoy the games?
I don't even know if I'm going to watch them, to be honest.
Well, the games started.
I'm missing it right now, Mr.
I know. Half hour,
Wow.
and I'm missing it also.
The sacrifices we make.
Yeah, it's early yet. Okay, so Dan, who do you got?
Oklahoma over the Spartans.
Wow.
Ooh.
Number 2, Oklahoma,
Yep,
correct?
the 2 seed.
And the
Yeah.
2 seed.
Over
Spartans.
the 2 seed Spartans.
Okay, good. Christine, you're a basketball player.
Yeah, I don't usually fill out a bracket though. I just kind of watch because last time I filled out a bracket, I got like one of them, which was
Okay, all right.
a year with a lot of upsets though.
Yeah.
and I don't believe
That's
in
all
them.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Mason.
I got West Virginia winning it.
Really?
West Virginia.
Real sleeper team there.
When you look at the bracket, are they on the right hand side? Wait.
Top
They're-
right.
Where
3
they-
seed in the top right.
3 seed coming down off. Oh, they're going to beat North Carolina?
Yes.
And then they're home free after
Oh,
that?
yeah. Everything's easy after that.
All right, so they're going to beat
It only
North
gets
Carolina.
easier.
Who are they playing from the left-hand side? Kansas, maybe? No.
I have West Virginia against Kansas.
Wow. And then you've got Oklahoma down beating Oregon or somebody down
Beating Michigan State in the finals.
in the final, but coming
But,
out of
West
there,
Virginia, Kansas are my other 2 Final Four teams.
it's going to be fun.
Me and Dan got a toss-up right now.
Yeah.
All right, great. It's going to be fun 3 weeks with basketball. We got MCAS coming up next week. Not for you guys, but grade 10. I know, it's over for you guys. Don't worry. But, yep, sophomores get some sleep. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What else we got coming up? March. Dodgeball. Tell the folks about the dodgeball. These guys were on my
Mr.
team.
Fleming, our team should have won,
the past
but
dodgeball tournament?
The one we just had.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
I was part of the FCA team.
Team Jesus.
We were Team Jesus.
Team Jesus.
Yes, and we did a final prayer after.
Yep. All right. And we were sheer madness.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
We were the favorites with the first round bye, and then
Clearly, we were the favorites.
Went downhill after
Yep,
that.
we
a real upset.
We beat the German exchange students to start. I mean,
Took them down.
That's cool.
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Oh,
It was an international thing.
Wait, did we lose to Mason's team? Were you on that
Yes.
team? Yeah.
Oh,
We lost in the we lost in the
I think we
second
also
round.
lost to that team.
yeah.
They were doing pretty well.
wait. It's the Guns.
Yeah.
The
The Guns. He's on the Guns. Sheer Madness. Team Jesus. We had a lot of good teams out there. And we lost to the Guns.
Prue sniped me.
Wait, did the Guns win?
Mr. Boskus had a nice throw. I gotta give him
He's
that.
got a gun.
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. Bosk is the lefty. It's, you know,
He had a
You don't
I
headshot.
expect
can see it, yeah.
I know there was a couple of guys out there that I didn't want to get hit hard.
I just didn't throw one time.
Just film.
I had the ball up to make sure that like no one
Yeah,
would like
you're
touch
more of
me,
a
but I was,
dodger
like, I
than a
was dodging the
thrower.
whole time.
Same.
You almost won it there at the end
I
there.
was the last man standing there.
Couldn't even hit the cone to bring us back though.
Dave, the problem with that is I'm playing the game. I'm into it.
The adrenaline.
Yeah, the
It hits
adrenaline.
you.
All of a sudden, I'm the only one out
Social
there.
You look around and everyone's gone.
Yeah. Where are my wingmen? Everybody's out, and I'm going against a bunch of baseball players. That wasn't cool. Oh boy. All right. So Nauset High School, we do have dodgeball. There's no headshots, so don't think that we're bad because we're good.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, we're very good. And it was a great tournament. We're going to do it again next year.
Oh, of course. FCA put it on.
FCA. Tell them about what FCA.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes. You don't have to be Christian or an athlete to be there. I don't know. We just talk about like how to make yourself a better person on and off the field, or just in general. And yeah, it's really nice. We have food. It's every other Wednesday.
And you put on a great.
We put on a great dodgeball tournament.
You did.
We're gonna use that money.
Nobody went away with a frown.
No, and we like got a bunch of money for FCA. We're gonna go do something fun. So sorry, guys. We're
Should we,
gonna go.
should we plug the winners? I mean, should we give them a little plug?
Who?
I don't even know
who
what
won?
I
team
think we
won.
should just keep our team as the favorites.
Just
Yeah,
keep it
we're
up.
gonna go. We're not even gonna tell you who won.
Don't even talk. Just
No, we're
I
not.
don't even know.
let them
We're gonna leave it
us.
at that. That baseball team, the Guns, and Sheer Madness did pretty well. Team Jesus, had a pretty good showing, but
They were there.
We were there.
yeah.
That's what counts.
All right. So this was an exciting episode. Thanks for coming on, and we'll be on, and we're gonna wrap it up next time. Oh, episodes coming up. We're gonna be Greece. We're gonna have some cast members from Greece on to discuss the play that's coming up, and I'm in the play because I'm an actor,
keep
and I'm got a great reputation as an actor, and I'm going to show it off May 12th, I think. So that's it. We'll see you next time.